Okay, hello. This is Big Al coming from you inside the pilot plant in the QA lab. And today I'm going to go over how to properly use the pH meter. So before you get started, you want to make sure that you have a couple items in front of you. We have some Kim wipes here, which are special paper towels that aren't going to hurt the probe. We have some distilled water here that we'll use to rinse and clean the probe. Here's the probe itself, the meter, and then I have two sets of buffer, pH 7 and pH 4, and then of course you'll have your sample. The final thing that you're going to want to make sure that you have handy is the directions, which should be taped right next to the meter, and these are going to help you, or it will guide you through the calibration process. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is take the storage solution off of the probe here. You just unscrew it, don't try to yank it off. And you can see here, we're also going to want to move back this piece of tape. There's a little hole here and we want that exposed. The probe is going to be down here, and you want to make sure you're not jamming anything in it or poking your finger. The only thing that we really want to be touching it with is a Kim wipe or the water or your sample. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and calibrate the meter, and we want the meter calibrated before we work with it. So it doesn't have to be calibrated before every reading, but in lab for sure you're going to want to calibrate it at least once before you take your sample readings. What I would suggest doing to make sure that you calibrate appropriately is to have one of your partners here read through the instructions as another person uses the machine. So just briefly, and please make sure you follow these step by step, what you're going to do is the meter is going to ask you to put the probe inside one of the buffers, and you're going to want to make sure that the probe is all the way submerged up to, let me show you here, up to this line here, and then you're going to hit some buttons. It will eventually ask you for the other buffer, and in between buffers make sure you spray down and let the probe dry. Once you're done calibrating it, this machine is going to pop up the slope, and the slope is an indication of whether the meter is reading correctly, and your slope should be between 92 and 102. If it is outside of that range, then you need to recalibrate, and if it still doesn't work after a second recalibration, then you need to find the instructor. There might be something the matter with the machine. So good luck.